with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between these road warriors and the Miami Dolphins. Bill Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go from Miami. His return starts at the 5. He dodged the tackle. All right, some good work on that run back drop. He gets this to the 33. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Ready.
Throwing to start this game. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
They'll work against the blitz. Chased out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So first down from the 41.
Ready. 45. Wide. Hut.
Back to throw. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
10 black. 10.
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. Hut.
He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
8 yards to go.
Ready up.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Set. Hut. Yellow. 22. Black shot. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So they'll decline this and take the results. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. All right.
That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. Working quickly here.
Hey, kids, go.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Don't. All right.
Now Fields. He rolls to his right. Sends this to On along the sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
Plowing up the middle. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields out of the gun. Throw is there. Trey McBride. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
All set now. First and 10. From the red zone on first. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up third down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Here we go. Turbo, son. Hey, Ken. Go.
They send a tight end in motion. On fourth down, Fields. He's got McBride complete. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 5-yard line.
Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Pioneers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
10 plus 6. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. On him quick, and they bring him down. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Offense up to the line fast. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Down. Mega. Black. 95.
Now looking to throw. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. The ball is loose. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, missed that run, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
He's brought down before the return gets far. This is our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, sir.
And he's taken down, so that's how our first quarter is going to end. So a little momentum boost there for the defense. 1 quarter away so far. 7-3 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after. This. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Fits it through the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play action, Fields. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hey, Ted. 19-6. Hey, Ted. Sit high.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Escapes the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Pioneers now lead by 10. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Here's a return from the 7. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's the one back on the handoff. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Black 52 blaster. Set.
Throwing off the play fake. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Black Ultra. 60 red. Hut.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Max Milton with the INT. We've set it downs from the 37.
Here we go. Hut.
1st down throw for Fields. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Off play action. It's Fields. Buying some time left. He's keeping it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Play action now. It's Fields. Finds a man right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Oh, hurry up.
Defense in a hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. As an offense, 13
2nd down carry for Taylor. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 331, 331. Sit high.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Sit high.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal.
Right.
They'll go play action. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. This from just 23 yards away.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Right up the gut. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that is a Dolphins 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Hey, red. 60 red. 60 red. Blaster, 6. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Let's go now. 6. 33. Yellow. Black. Cut.
Back to throw. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Down. Set.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, intended for McBride, but it's intercepted. this is going to be a pick six. He is in for the Miami touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it 17-all. A quick chance at a redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Right.
Fields coming back after the pick. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He calls his own number again. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Tonight.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Pioneers get some late points and the lead. Reichert on for the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Pioneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 17.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the set.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
22. Here we go. Use. Yellow. Blue. 30. Ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's going deep this time. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trayvon Baring has it. And the Pioneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On the move, headed right. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Pioneers double their lead to 14.
31. Dolphins 17.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
Kickoff.
Fielded at the 7. Jukes away from one. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Don't jump. Right.
Back to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Go.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Here we go, son. 319, guys.
The tight end going in motion right.
Right.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. All in left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Running for the marker on second. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that means first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, son.
And they send their back in motion right. Fields on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Breaks free in the center of the field. And that is a touchdown. The Pioneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Pioneers push their lead to 18.
38. Dolphins 20.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10.
Flag. Hut.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon.
Ready.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
At the 23-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. On the quick slants, it's Johnston. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at
Ready.
the 48-yard line.
33. Yellow. Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's got a man left. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
35-yard line.
Blaster. 6. Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
On the set.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Watch out now. Black. 95.
There's a dive up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Black ult. Set. Hut. Yellow. 43. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you, some money will follow.
Set.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dial up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
331. Tonight.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
And a Louisville first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be dropped down at the 35-yard line.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. 319. That's it. Tonight.
Play action, Fields. Taking a chance to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Forced out to his right. And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go. Here.
Airing it out to start this drive. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's taken down at the 30.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Right side cut by Higgins. And he's tackled for a short gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's a catch, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He has room past the 25. Running down the left side. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Pioneers have likely locked up the win right there. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Pioneers grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He'll now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Got it.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They design this off left tackle. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
No throw. 3rd and long. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with a sack.
This defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Taking a deep shot here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Keely Ringo picks it interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Here he goes again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Pioneers put up even more points in a win.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. Well, look at call this, rather than simply splendid.
That one right down the middle. And the Pioneers grow their lead yet again. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Hut, hut.
They'll run here on first down. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Pass play coming here. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Ready, ready, ready.
Here's a throw. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins just want to get out of here with how this one is gone.
Ready up.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Slide blue. 30 seconds.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Pioneers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
See, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They're going to pass it here. Gets made right side by Coleman. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Toward the end zone, but incomplete. It's going to force them into a 4th down decision. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Rolling back, gets the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, looking for options. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack in this one, Brock. They're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Ready, set.
They air it out on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. And they pick him off again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to work they go after the interception. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. You've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
This is close, but it looks like they got the stopping time. Yep, marked at the 40. That brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down. Play action. Sends this to the end zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Green Jack. Ready.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pioneers are winners as we say so long from Miami.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone.